Hello, 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 beautiful people. I am excited to be back with you for another Career Gems for the Journey with Leah Murphy. And this one is overdue in some way because I missed you guys last week. So I missed you last week and I had good reason. And we're going to talk about the good reason and we're going to talk about where I was, but mostly we're going to talk about why it is so important to step out on faith and to seek out the opportunities that you desire for yourself. So if you're here for that and you want to hear more about where I was and also this renewed energy that I'm having around stepping out on faith and asking for the things that I believe are necessary and aligned to my vision and to what my assignment is, stay tuned. So if you're here with me live, I would love, love, love if you would drop your city in the chat. It always lets me know who's here with me, who's receiving this live, actually live real time. So we're streaming live to LinkedIn as well as to YouTube. And we absolutely love when people are able to kick it with us and have taken the time to join us for this experience. And if you're listening on the replay, I love that for you. You all know who have been riding with me for a while that the replay has been doing really, really amazing things. And I'm excited that folks continue to see the value and want to share. So if you are thinking about sharing this episode, now is the time. Absolutely share this live because there's someone who this is going to really benefit. I 100% believe it. So now let me make sure I get my housekeeping done because you guys know I like to run fast once I get into the content. So first, I want you to make sure you take advantage of the Career Gems for the Journey newsletter. There is a hot exclusive take that is coming directly out of the newsletter that's going to come out for you in October. We are celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month, and we're also celebrating some milestones on our end, but you have to join the newsletter in order to get that information as a hot take. So head over to gemsforthejourney.org and join our newsletter community. It is a curated list, a curated newsletter of things tied to career, tied to experience, influential reads, things that are really shifting my perspective, things that I think are valuable for you, that my team and I have curated, and we have put it into a very easily readable, digestible document that goes right to your inbox. So you literally don't have to do anything but click it, open it, and get the experience that we hope you desire for yourself as you think about moving into the next phase from a career standpoint. So that's number one. Number two, we are still very much excited about our upcoming vendor experience that you will be able to join us at the Pennsylvania Women's Conference. That conference is November 7th, and it's happening in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We posted the link for you to grab your ticket earlier on social media. You can head over there to do that. It is going to be a fire in-person experience. I am nervous. As you guys know, I've mentioned it before because I'm used to sitting on this side of the camera. And now I have the opportunity to be able to meet with so many of the folks that have been a member of the Career Gems for the Journey community and other folks who have chosen to join us in the conference. And I'm nervous and excited all at the same time. I'm nervous because it's forcing me to step well outside of my comfort zone, but I'm super excited to be able to meet folks in person and just experience this opportunity for community at the Pennsylvania Conference for Women. And it's my full circle moment. I joined and participated in the conference years ago as an attendee, and now here I am coming to the other side as a vendor at the conference that's going to help to create an amazing experience and help others build community and get the inspiration that they're looking for as they think about career and wellness. So if you're still thinking about buying a ticket, it's not too late. Go ahead and grab that ticket. You can do that on the link on my social media, or you can head over to the Penn Women Conference. It will be a great time. I absolutely promise you. I know what we're doing, and I can only imagine what other vendors are going to be doing. So if you're in Philadelphia, DC, New York, or anywhere in the region that's within an hour's drive or within a train ride away, it should be a great experience. I'd love to see you there. And the newsletter will give you all the information that you're looking for to learn more about the conference. So boom, we got all that out of the way. Housekeeping is done. So where were you, Leah? What was going on? Why weren't you here last Tuesday? So we were not here. I was not here last Tuesday because I was traveling and I had misread my calendar and thought I was traveling on Wednesday, and I was traveling on Tuesday. So I had to cancel the live last week, but I was traveling because I was taking my own advice. You guys will know, many of you who've been with us for the last couple of weeks, we did an entire post from a blog standpoint as well as a live on it being conference season. So a lot of folks may say, this is autumn, this is fall, we're transitioning out of summer. And that's correct. That's true. But it is also very, very much peak conference season. And why should you care that it's conference season? Why does it matter? It's conference season, and it normally starts at the very beginning of fall, and it goes into early spring. And conference season for me and for many of my clients is a time of the year when folks have an opportunity to build relationship, to build community through these conferences, but also to get inspiration to enhance their network. So there's all of these events that are happening, conferences all over the United States, and I'm sure there are some that are happening abroad also. And it is really this kind of seed that is getting planted where you have this opportunity to get whatever it is you are looking for in this phase of your career, whether you're looking for professional development, whether you're looking for networking opportunities, whether you're looking to go to career fairs and meet with recruiters and hiring managers, whether you're looking for other people that you want to collaborate with who work in another organization. If you're a small business owner, if you're looking to stimulate your contact list, the conference model I find works really, really well to tap in because you have a lot of people all in the same place who are motivated to do the same thing. And it is really clear what we're all here for. So my favorite part about the National Black MBA Conference that was hosted in Washington, D.C., shout out to the Washington, D.C. chapter of the National Black MBA. They did a phenomenal job executing the conference overall. And my favorite part about the conference experience is that you do not have to choose between your ambition and community. There are both and environments that happen all across the conference. Your ambition, your goals, the things that you're looking for, the things that you're in pursuit of are there. And the people to connect you to those things are there. But there's also this beautiful community aspect where there is laughter, there is communication, there is support, there is collaboration, there is, spontaneous conversations. There are also social events that happen. They just did a really good job. And the National Black MBA consistently has done a great job in allowing your ambition to flourish, as well as the element of community and being around a group of like-minded people who look like me, which is a huge, huge experiential shift that a lot of people are looking for, which would motivate them to go to a conference like the National Black MBA Conference. So let me just tell you a little bit about the backstory. How did I end up there? How did it all happen? So I talked to you guys about it's conference season. I have probably about 6 conferences lined up over the course of the next few months. And each one of those conferences has a strategic benefit that I am motivated to be able to achieve, right? And to be able to get those benefits when I attend. But I also think there's a lot for me to contribute to these conferences. As many of you know, I'm a speaker. I've done keynote speaking at a number of events. Conferences are one of those places. So this balance between there's something for me to gain from the experience as well as something for me to contribute to the experience is exactly the kind of give and get model that I think is really important for me. But I'll tell you a little bit more about the backstory and why it is really important for you to make sure that you pursue the things that you believe are aligning to your vision and your strategy, whether it's for your career or whether you're an entrepreneur and it's for your business or whether you're a student and it's for your education. So let's go back. Let's go back in time. So the theme of this live is really going to be stepping out on faith to pursue the things that you really believe are aligned to you and the things that you need in order to achieve the version of success that you have defined for yourself. So for me, I knew the National Black MBA Conference was happening in Washington, D.C. this year. I'd already identified for myself, this is a conference that I want to go to for the reasons that I told you earlier. As I'm doing the research for the conference and who's going to attend, what the workshops are, what are the opportunities that I think would be valuable that I'll be able to contribute to as well as benefit from, I see that they have an official press pass option. Now, press pass normally looks like if you work for a media outlet of some sort, whether it's a newspaper, a website, a blog, a podcast, a radio show, those kinds of platforms will get press passes. And those press passes give you an opportunity to have better access to the conference from a covering the conference perspective. So that means you may be able to ask questions and to be able to interview people, to be able to talk to some of the speakers, talk to some of the hosts of the conference. It creates this opportunity where you, as someone who is in the media or someone who has a reach or an audience, would be able to get better access so that you can talk about the conference on your platform. So you guys will know, we hit 100 episodes. And we've been doing the podcast for a good while now, the Career Gems for the Journey podcast. We stream live to LinkedIn as well as YouTube. So I was like, oh, we're there. We're ready. We're ready to be press pass status over here at Career Gems for the Journey. So I apply for the press pass, and I am excited. I'm looking at the speakers and the lineup and thinking, oh my goodness, this is going to be great. I'll be able to invite them on the podcast. I'll be able to blog live real time from the conference. I went and made all my plans and all my arrangements. I was ready, thrilled for it. I didn't hear back from them immediately, and I had applied a few weeks back, so I didn't hear from them immediately. And then I started to get a little bit nervous. Well, maybe it didn't work out. Maybe they're not issuing press passes. Maybe I should just table it this year since I haven't heard back. And I started to doubt what my original plan was. It didn't take long for that doubt to turn into maybe I won't do it and I'll just pause and I'll rearrange my plans. And then I started to really pray on it. And in my prayer, I was asking God, is this what I need to do? Do I need to be at this conference? Is it important? And what was really, really clear in my spirit was, you have a plan. Continue to focus on your plan. So I didn't hear back from them. And then I checked the website a couple times. And then I got an email with a QR code that said, here is your advanced registration. So I said, boom, prayers answered, plan executing, we're going to make it happen. I start to, do all the things for conference preparation. I don't know about for you guys, but for me, sometimes that includes hair. It includes makeup. It includes all the things, right? So that I can present as well as I possibly can in person, right? For those of us who work remote, we know that it requires some effort and a bit of a shift to be able to engage in these in-person experiences because, some of us are out of practice. So I start making the plans. I start making the arrangements. And you guys also know that I have a business that I run. I have a family that I'm responsible for. I have a partner that I also have responsibilities and we are aligned on. So in order for me to extract myself from that day to day to participate in the conference, it takes some planning. It takes some logistics. It takes some arrangements being made. So I make all my arrangements and I'm excited. I get on the train. I'm based out of Philadelphia. I get on the train. I head to DC, Washington, DC, about a 2-hour train ride. Had an amazing train ride. I ended up having this great opportunity to get upgraded on the train. I didn't even know train upgrades were a thing. Get upgraded on the train. I get to the conference. I'm comfortable. I'm relaxed. And I am ready to hit the ground running. I go to check in at registration. I show them my QR code. I'm registered. I applied for this press pass. I am in one line. One line says, your QR code is not working. You'll have to go over to another line. I said, sure, no problem. At this point, I am fully dressed, right? I'm ready to participate in the conference. I've changed out of my travel clothes and I'm ready to participate in the conference. I go over to the other desk, the help desk. They say, we don't understand why the QR code's not working. We can't help you. You have to go over to on-site registration. So now I'm getting a little nervous. And I get a little nervous, so I'm getting a little sweaty. So stay with me. The story is going somewhere. Start to get a little sweaty. They send me to an individual that says, we don't have a good understanding as to why this is happening. We need to bring in our manager. So now I'm thinking, what is about to happen here? Like, how is this gonna go? So she brings over her manager. Her manager is Elaine Richardson. And I wanted to make sure that I remembered her name because Elaine Richardson, who is the vice president of conferences for the National Black MBA Association, comes and talks to me personally and says, we see that you applied for a press pass. The press pass was declined. There was some kind of an error, but you still got the QR code. So I'm saying, okay, so what am I supposed to do now? How are we going to work this out? I was ready. I looked the part. And Elaine Richardson said, you came here. We're going to make sure we address this. We're going to take care of this in order to make sure that you get an opportunity to participate in the conference. Although we can't issue you a press pass, we'll figure this out. We'll fix this. And to her word, as a credit to her word, she absolutely worked it out and she absolutely fixed it. And in that moment, what I realized was my original plan didn't work out, but the readiness, the being present, the being in the place to have the conversation, to meet with the person, to also, in my opinion, to looking the part made a huge difference. And it really influenced that experience to be a positive one and a credit to the conference overall, but also to Elaine to say, we want to make sure we address this and we do the right thing. And they did that. So now I have the opportunity to participate in the conference. Although it's not with a press pass the way I originally planned, I still had lots and lots and lots of opportunity to participate in the conference, to be a part of workshops, to network, to build relationships, to help to grow my business. And there were some opportunities where I was able to do a couple quick interviews that you guys will see. And I really wanted to be able to introduce new people to the platform and continue to bring you really high quality guests. And I know the National Black MBA has a great reputation for that. So your original plan may not work out, but the overall vision and what you want to accomplish may look a little bit different, but it requires you to show up. It requires you to step out of your comfort zone and what you're doing that's comfortable in your day to day and show up. Now, that show up looks different for each one of us. In this situation, I had to travel, I had to make plans, I had to make all kinds of arrangements because I had a strategy, I had a vision for what was going to happen on the other side of me taking that action and stepping outside of my comfort zone. It does not mean that it is going to go off without a hitch. Nothing is going to go perfectly. Nothing is going to be seamless or smooth. So what I learned from that experience is, one, make sure that you're dealing with organizations that have an expectation, not only of quality from a participant standpoint, but also an expectation of creating a great experience for everyone who participates in their conference. And I 100% would say that the National Black MBA Conference in Washington, D.C. did that for me. And Elaine Richardson specifically made that happen. And then I would say that operating outside of your comfort zone is where real growth happens. I have so many more stories that I'll share with you guys in later lives and later communications about different things that happen in the midst of the conference that I was absolutely inspired by. So as I think about navigating this next season for you and your career or your business or your education, there were so many instances where self-doubt or concern or hesitation could have sent me in a different direction, and I would have missed the opportunity to be in rooms that I absolutely believe that I should have been in. And because I was able to be grounded and because I was able to kind of pray upon my own, go into prayer as I thought about what my own needs were and when I thought about what could go wrong, that I was able to reset and get to a place of take the action because your vision is possible on the other side of your comfort zone. I'm just constantly reminded that I have to show up. I have to show up for myself. I have to show up for my business. I have to show up for the things that are important to me because that vision can't happen while I'm sitting in my comfort zone. Your vision, your next great opportunity, the experience that you want to have, the growth that you want to see for your personal life, for your career, happens outside of your comfort zone. It requires you to take some risk, calculated risk. It requires you for you to be thoughtful and smart, but it also requires you to show up and to show up ready, looking the part, prepared. When you show up, when you do your part, when you are baked in and bought into your own vision and locked into how it's going to go, you're locked into the outcome, but how it happens, you're flexible on, it allows the universe to bring you the things that you need at the time that you need them in the way that makes sense and in ways that you didn't even anticipate. But it only happens when you show up. So, on a scale of 1 to 10, my conference experience overall for the National Black MBA Conference was a 9 and change. I'll tell you what I absolutely loved about the conference. I loved the diversity of speakers that they brought. They brought industry-wide speakers, they brought partners, they brought thought leaders, they brought nonprofit organizations. They had a variety of breakout sessions. I mean, it was very well thought out. It was very well organized. And it felt cohesive. It felt smart. It felt engaging. It felt community-led. It felt ambition-focused. So I love that combination of ambition and community, and it being a both and model rather than an even either or. So if you're looking for opportunities for inspiration, you're looking for opportunities for networking, you're looking for opportunities for career discussions, you're looking for opportunities for in-person coaching, because they also had that at the conference. If you're looking for any of those things, and you're looking to just ignite something new within yourself to get out of a rut or get out of your day-to-day and your status quo, I absolutely think it is amazing for you to target a conference that aligns to your needs. A professional development conference, whether it's a professional organization or a conference that is kind of an annual event that's based on region or intersection, like the Pennsylvania Women's Conference, can be exactly what the doctor ordered to re-energize you as you are navigating what is next for you in your career, in your business, or in your pursuit of education or academia. I sincerely believe it, and I'm taking my own advice. If I didn't believe it, I wouldn't be putting it into practice. And I'll continue to come back to talk to you guys about how conference season can be just the unlock and collaboration and relationship building opportunity that could be the difference between you getting exactly what you want and the difference between getting exactly what you want or something close to what you want versus staying exactly where you are. I'm going to say that again. Stepping out of your comfort zone and doing something that you haven't done before, whether it's today, whether it's a week from now, whether it's a month from now, can be exactly the difference between getting what you want and what you're looking for, or maybe what you don't even fully haven't realized you want or need yet, and being exactly where you are today, a year from now, 18 months from now. So if you're cool, if you're happy, if you're content with where you are right now, I understand. Do more of what you're already doing. But if you're looking for a change, you're looking for something new, you're looking for inspiration, you're looking to be around like-minded people, you're looking to break up the status quo of the day-to-day of whatever it is your day-to-day looks like, then this is a great time to tap into the resources that are available to you at these conferences and large events. And it will also introduce you to things that you didn't even realize could be a good fit for you. So 9.5 for me for the National Black MBA Conference. Hopefully next year they will award me the press pass and we will not have this story to tell because we'll already be operating in the next dimension because I'm going to apply again and again and again. And I'm going to do the same thing for other conferences because it aligns to my vision. It aligns to what I want for the business. It also aligns for what is going to benefit you all as a community when I continue to bring thought leaders, continue to bring interesting guests, continue to bring authentic career stories to you. You win too. You win also. And that's what we're here for. That's what I'm here for. So it's a 9.5 because that 0.5 of what didn't work for me at the conference, it was absolutely a stamina game. It's such a big place. Navigating a conference center, I did over 16,000 steps every single day that I was there. So it is a lot to take in and it can be overwhelming in some ways. So you have to be thoughtful about what you can do and what's for you because you can't just run back and forth all over the overall event. You have to make some targeted choices because there's so many great things that you could participate in from the community standpoint as well as from the ambition standpoint. But you also just have to be mindful that you got to make some choices. You got to make some targeted choices. That stamina game was real. 16,000 steps plus every single day that I was there. So amazing experience overall. Shout out to everyone who participated and everyone who had any responsibility or hand in executing the National Black MBA Conference in Washington, D.C., the Philadelphia chapter of the National Black MBA, as well as the Washington, D.C. chapter, the National Black MBA. Shout out to you all. It's always a great experience when you get to collaborate with talented, like-minded people. And that fact that they are able to consistently bring a conference of this quality to professionals is absolutely amazing. And I think there's a lot more to come. So excited to be able to be with you here today. In the meantime, until I see you next time, next Tuesday, make your journey work for you. I absolutely believe that you are going to navigate outside of your comfort zone and get something even better than what you planned for if you show up. If you show up for yourself, if you show up for your vision, and if you're prepared to do the work. So it was amazing being with you all here today. I look forward to seeing you next Tuesday. In the meantime, make your journey work for you, and I'll see you on the other side.